Hey guys, welcome back to Speak My Language. I'm Sabrina.
And I'm Samantha, and thank you guys for tuning in to a new episode. We are doing a Q&A this week. So we asked you guys to ask us questions on Instagram, and today we're going to answer them for you guys.
You guys asked some good questions, so thank you guys.
We're excited to answer them. So first question, we're getting a little deep here. It's a two-part question, one for Sabrina and one for myself. So it says, Sammy, I would honestly love to hear about your experience in Japan and what you learned about yourself being so far away and alone. Basically, your self-growth story, if you don't mind, because it's amazing to see the woman you are today. Thank you. So I moved to Japan when I was 21 years old, and I think the first thing that I learned right off the bat was what life had to offer, because I didn't just leave El Paso, like the city, I left the country. So it really, really opened my eyes, and I appreciated like the different culture, and I felt like I was more open to experiences. So also when I was over there, I moved like in the midst of when I had really, really bad anxiety. So it forced me to kind of sit down and understand where my anxiety was stemming from. And I did that. And coming back, I never felt like I do get anxiety here and there, but I'm able to cope with it better because I learned how to like cope with it within myself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It was pretty bad before.
Yeah,
and
it was
I had
pretty
never
bad.
witnessed anything like that. Like
Anxiety.
I didn't really know what it was. I'd be like, "Why? What's wrong?"
Yeah, and then people experience anxiety in different ways. So I mean, that's another topic. But anyway, so I really learned how to cope with my anxiety within myself. And then also I was able to, I guess understand my relationship with God. Not necessarily understand, because I've always had faith, but to actually practice faith is a different thing. So I was able to do that and actually discover my relationship with God, which I appreciated because I came back not feeling the need to validate myself with other people's opinions, like I've said before. So I appreciated that learning experience while I was over there. And then I also gained a new hope in friendship because I met somebody over there. We still keep in contact today. She's still a really good friend of mine. Her name is Vanessa. She's from California, and I met her within the first week that I was there in Japan. And she basically took me under her wing, and she showed me Okinawa. And she literally, I think it was like meant to happen that I met her, because I had never made a friendship like right off the bat like that, because in El Paso it's so hard, like in your hometown, because you meet somebody and they think that they know you already. Yeah. Or they just have like this idea of you already. So it's pretty hard to have friendships here in El Paso. But when I moved over there, I gained a new hope because she was so sweet. And like I said, she took me under her wing and she showed me the island. And basically I learned a lot about myself over there, and I came back just feeling like a new person and open to new experiences. So I appreciate Japan. I loved it. I would go and live over there if I could.
Yeah, you really liked it.
It was beautiful.
It was nice. I liked all the pictures you were taking.
Yeah, it was so green. I'm like, El Paso. Anyways, and then here's your question.
Okay, my question is, what have you learned the most about yourself through your past relationships, and what have they taught you to value most, both in a relationship and in yourself? Also, your self-growth story through them.
That's a good question.
Yeah. So through the relationships, I've grown a lot. I've matured a lot. And in every relationship I've been in, I was a different me.
Yeah.
But I was young and stuff, so I've had my mistakes. They had their mistakes, whatever.
Yeah.
I've learned that through a relationship, it takes respect, trust. What was the other one? And what was the other one? Oh, communication.
Yeah.
Like without those things, it's hard. If you lose those things, it's hard to get it back.
Yeah.
But those three things are what keep a relationship good. So I've matured a lot. I've learned what my love languages are. And I think that's physical touch. And what other ones are there?
I think it's
gifts. No, not gifts.
Yeah. But I think it's
words of affirmation, acts of service.
Yeah, acts of service.
That's another one I like.
Yeah. Because you do not like gifts, like you don't, but you like to like.
Acts of service, like, I'm going to help you do the dishes. Or,
yeah.
Yeah, I like those two things. And what else?
I think in relationships, it's also important to know your partner's love language.
Yeah, so you can show them in that way. And then
Yeah.
sometimes I would get confused because we wouldn't have the same love languages, and I would be like, they don't love me.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I've learned that you have to just
Compromise.
What else? I've learned that you need to be happy on your own first. Like, both people need to be happy by themselves to be happy together. You cannot depend on someone for your happiness.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I was younger, it was hard to really understand that.
Yeah, I saw this tweet, and it said something like, stop telling people that they have to be their best self in order to get in a relationship. You don't have to be, or something like that. And then I saw a lot of people, like, it had like thousands of likes. Do you agree?
No. I mean, yes, sorry.
No.
No, you do have to be your best self.
Yeah, but it was saying, like, stop telling people that they have to be their best self. But I can understand, but not really.
You don't have to be your best self, but you should be, like, somewhat happy with yourself.
Like, you should be able to have joy, not, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess I can
grow
understand.
Together.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can understand because not everybody, like, everybody is still growing in some way. Like, nobody is perfect. So I can get that. But, like, I still think you should be happy on your own before getting into a relationship, you know? Because then that person leaves, and then you're like...
Yeah, and then it's your whole world, or your happiness is gone.
Yeah.
And then you're just torn apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've learned that, and I've really grown into the person that I've wanted to become, and I'm happy with myself, and I know that one day I'm going to be a good wife.
Yeah, so, like, you think, like, if you were to get in a relationship right now, you would be able to offer everything that you accept, right?
Yeah.
Expect,
yes.
Me.
I mean, I know I'm not perfect, and no one is perfect, but I know what it takes to make a strong relationship. And
based off your expectations, right?
Yeah.
I agree. That's a good one. Next question.
That one was kind of tough.
Yeah.
It makes me think a lot because, I don't know, it's just a touchy subject.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay. What's one goal for 2021?
Oh, I was like, did we answer that? No. My goal for 2021 is to be a healthier person overall.
Yeah.
Like, because I've been eating really bad and I've been sleeping really bad. So overall, you can feel it.
Yeah. I agree. My goal is to make meditation an everyday thing, because when I feel like I'm really dedicated to the gym, or I'm dedicated to focusing on my mental health, and then it starts to, like...
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm chewing on that.
It starts to go, like, downhill. I realize it's because my mind is so cluttered, solely based on my phone, because I'm always, like, scrolling, and, like, I'm too, like, invested in my phone that I don't even take 5 minutes to myself to just breathe, or, like, to just declutter my brain. So I want to make 5-minute meditation a thing, and I think it would be really healthy for me in all aspects. And I also want to gain more knowledge in food, because not too long ago, I did, like, this 4-ingredient, like, brownie recipe, and I was honestly...
Oh, yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I was honestly so shocked at how similar it was to brownies, minus all the sugar and everything that they put into food, you know? And it tasted amazing. So I want to be more knowledgeable in food. That's 2 goals, but...
No, but that's good.
Yeah, those are some goals for 2020.
I want to try those brownies. They looked really good.
Dude, you got to try them. They were amazing.
And I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
That's my big downfall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay.
You know what type of person I am? I'm like...
Savory?
I'm like, after...
It's because they're like savory or sweet.
No, dude, after I could literally have, like, the biggest, like, 3-course meal, and I'll be like, I need something sweet.
Yeah, I could be full as hell, and I'm like I
need
still
ice
need
cream.
a chocolate bar.
Yes, me too, and I could eat, like, a whole one.
Or your cookies.
Yeah, I love cookies. Yeah, that's my weakness too. Okay, next question. If you could write your own law that everyone had to follow, what would it be?
I thought about this one. Mine was, I think that they should enforce more stricter, or is it more stricter laws on bullying, because I feel like they take it serious, but not that serious. Because, okay, and I know kids could be kids and they don't really know better, but if they knew that it was illegal, or if it was a really big deal, you think that they would want to do it?
Like, if they could go to, like, jail.
Yeah, they'd be scared. They'd be like, no. Or people online, if they knew that if they said something super cruel that they could get in trouble, I don't think that they would do it, right? They wouldn't take the risk, or they would, if they could, they would make fake profiles. But I don't know. I don't know who would want to do all that. But I think that the world would be a little bit more peaceful.
Yeah. But that's hard. That's a hard one for me. Not like the whole putting strict rules, but it's hard for me because even thinking about somebody being mean to my child, I want to like go and throw hands. Like, you know, or I don't know. I like, and I have young nieces and nephews. So anytime I see somebody like just, and I mean, yes, they are kids. They don't know any better, but like, it really like enrages me. Like to see.
It really does hurt them, or it does affect kids, and especially growing up. Like they will always have those mean thoughts with them.
So I agree on that one. Mine would be, I have two. Mine would be that men had to be on birth control. Like they have to make a birth control for men.
I wish.
No, yeah, because I saw this thing. I'm always like, oh, I saw this thing. But it said something like, one man can impregnate 9 women in 1 month, but a woman can only get pregnant once every 9 months. And it really makes you think, like, then why are women on birth control? Like, that is not fair, because we have to carry the child. We have to go through birth. We have to do all of these things. But, like, men can go and just, like, just,
isn't it a thing now?
I don't know.
I've heard about
so.
it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it.
Because obviously condoms is not enough. Like, you need to take a pill or something. And I feel like that should be a good one. And then another one, I think that they should make school about learning how to pay bills, or learning how to buy a house, or, you know, something like that. Because I don't use anything that I learned in high school.
We were in food science.
Yeah, Pythagorean theory, or whatever.
Theorem.
Whatever. I don't know what the fuck that is. I've never used it in my adult life. It's not, like, why? Like, I need to learn about credit cards. I need to learn about debt. I need to learn about how to buy a house.
When I was 18, I didn't even know how a credit card worked. And my mom was like, are you kidding? I was like, Mom, just use the card. She's like, it's not free.
I know. I'm always like, Dad, just give me your credit card. You act like it's a big deal. And now I'm like, I stress about my credit card. So that needs to be, I feel like that's another good role.
That would be a good class to take, just overall.
Or I think high school should just be like, yes, math is important, but like having a roof under your head is just as important. Hello. Anyway,
Hello.
Next question. Can either of you honestly say you hate anyone?
No.
Excuse me.
I don't hate anyone.
No, I don't either. I did. But like, to actually feel hate is literally the most depleting thing you could ever feel.
Yeah, it drains yourself more than, like, I'm sure that person doesn't really care.
Yeah, but when I was younger, I'm like, oh, I hate this person, thinking like it was hurting them, but really I was just like, it was just hurting myself.
I think it depends on the situation, but
yeah.
I think if you really hate someone for something that's like not that big of a deal, the best thing you could do is just maybe you not forgive, but forget for your own good.
Yeah, just forget about it.
Yeah, because you're draining your own energy.
Yeah. I do feel like you have to forgive, though.
Yeah, But, okay, it's like, this is terrible, but what if, like, someone killed or murdered someone you love? Would you hate that person? And I would never forgive them. If they
That's true.
really murdered them, like, went.
That is true.
Yeah.
You know what? That's
I don't even know how to put it. I'm like, went.
Like Charlie's Angels. You're like, no, honestly, I've thought about that because I don't know. Okay, quick off the side thing. But I saw the movie The Shack. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so this guy, they murder his daughter, and basically the story is about like he's going to the shack where he killed the daughter. Yeah. No. But like it's basically
to get revenge.
Yeah, to get revenge. But it's like 3 people, I guess, like in his imagination, helping him to forgive the guy because he was so angry like at life and stuff like that. So that's a hard question, but I feel like you would literally have to go through like a lot of self-growth or something. You would have
to do it for yourself because then you would just hold on to that hate and just
But even talking about it, I feel like a burning something in my, it like hurts to hate somebody. But no,
I'm sorry for bringing that scenario up, but
no, but that's good.
I'm just saying, because I'm sure other people have different scenarios.
Yeah, where they can't forgive somebody and they hate somebody. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I agree.
But we don't hate anyone. No, at the moment, I don't hate anyone.
To answer your question, no. I don't hate anyone. Okay. Anyways, how many times have you guys been in love? Jesus.
I have been in love twice. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you.
Same. I've been in love twice. They were very, very different, though. Very different.
Mine was different too. Well, the first one that I was really in love with, I don't think I was in love with who he truly was. I was in love with who I thought he was. So later, once we broke up, it was easier to get over him because,
I get you.
And then the second one, I believe that I will always have a special place in my heart for him. And we've talked about it, and it's kind of mutual. So, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice,
it's nice to have that. I've been in love twice. Yes. The first time was, I don't know, because the first relationship I ever had, I was like 14 years old. But I felt like I really loved him. He's in the other room. No, and then I fell in love again, I guess, in high school. But he was like my high school sweetheart. We were together for almost 10 years. So,
my goodness.
Yeah. And then the person that I first fell in love with, obviously, we're together again. So, basically 2 times.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy story. Anyway, 2 times to answer your question. Anyways, next question. What's the best thing that's ever happened to you?
The worst or best thing?
Worst/best thing that's ever happened to you. Worst thing is the Rams losing the Super Bowl 2018. That's the only thing I could.
You were so upset.
Dude.
And everyone kept coming up to you because you were wearing the Rams jersey, remember?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, everybody in El Paso is a Patriot fan.
Oh.
You know? So that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. The best thing that's ever happened to me is... cliche, but my daughter 100%, because I feel
I knew you were gonna say that.
I've always known that I've been happy, and it's weird because I got this tattoo on my arm. I think I was 18 when I got it, but it says wait on the Lord, and I just got it because I had heard some sermon one time, but I always knew like that at one point I was gonna get what I was waiting for a long time. And then so Jacob was taking pictures of my daughter and I had her in my arms, and the tattoo came out, and I literally wanted to start crying because I'm like that's what I was waiting for, because I knew I was happy like before her, but like I always felt like something was missing. And then I knew what I was waiting for was for her, because she really brought out the qualities that make me truly who I am. So she's the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I feel like that'll stand for the rest of my life. What's the best and worst thing that's ever happened to you?
The best thing that has ever happened. No, I'll start with the worst. I think the worst thing that has ever happened to me is probably losing my uncle. Like, that was a hard time in my life.
Yeah.
For me and my family. Just seeing my family really hurt like that. Seeing my mom cry because she's not an emotional person.
Yeah.
It was just hard, and it did take a toll on me. I think breakups. Those breakups are very hard. Yeah, that was the worst thing to ever happen to me. Just because how hard it is. I feel like people are so cliche with breakups. Yeah. Like, you're sad over a boy. Like, dude, it is not that easy. Yeah. You have to go to work and
pretend like everything's all good.
Yeah. So those are some of the hard things that I have gone through. I haven't really gone through something so drastic in my life,
like that,
which I'm grateful.
Yeah, that you can say like that's the worst thing.
Yeah. So those 2 things, those were hard times in my life. The best thing that has ever happened to me, I think, just meeting good friends and having genuine people in my life.
Yeah.
Because they make me so happy every time I'm with them. Yeah, but that's what makes me the happiest. So I think that's the best thing that has ever happened to me.
That's good.
I don't know what else. I don't know what.
I feel like when you have kids, maybe that'll change.
I think I'll be the same.
It's because it's literally like an extension of you. So
yeah, I think I'll feel the same way you do. But that's gonna be in like 5 years. I'm serious.
Next question. Describe each other in one word. One word is overall. No, wait.
Overall is a word.
No. Not like the overalls you wear, but like
No, overall.
Overall. No, that's not the word though that I'm looking for. Yeah. Overall. No. Oh, not overall.
No.
What is the word I'm looking for?
I know which one, but I forgot.
It's not overall. It's
whole something.
No, yeah. Like basically like you can, no matter what you do, like you'll succeed in it. It's not overall. I don't know what
Well, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
thank you. I'm overall.
I describe her overall. No, like no matter what.
Well-rounded.
Yes, yes. Thinking like the overalls you put on your body. No, well, yes, well-rounded. Like because I always tell her like no matter what she does, she's gonna succeed in it, but she just hasn't pinpointed what she really wants to do in her life.
Thank you.
Yeah. You are overall.
This one was hard. Like when I look at her, it's hard to put all my thoughts into one thing. You know?
Yeah. That's a good question too.
I think the word that stands out the most for me when I look at you is when I look at you and think of you is giving, because you're just so giving. You would stop anything to help me or just be there for me, and you're like that for all of us, for everyone you love. So I love that about you.
Just
you're
kidding.
like I know.
No, that's a good question. Next question. Your workout routine. What is your workout routine? Well, I go to the gym 5 times out of the week. Well, I try. Depends on my child, but I try to go to the gym 5 times a week, and it fluctuates, but most of the time that I'm there, I try to do full body workouts so that I feel like I'm getting the most out of the workout. But I honestly don't have like a strict schedule that I follow. You know, I probably should work on that to get better results. But I just basically go to the gym 5 times a week, try to eat healthy.
5 times is good.
Yeah.
I go 4.
That's still good. I think it's like 3 times a week you're supposed to try to go.
3 to 4?
Yeah.
So I go with my friend Brianna, and we usually do... I don't really like doing upper body all that much.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we get buff fast.
Yeah.
Not super buff, but because of cheerleading.
Yeah.
I think we're just built that way.
Yeah. Dude, I could do like arms one day and come out looking like fucking The Rock.
The Rock.
I come out of the gym like... Freaking, I always ask Jacob, like, am I too big? But I'm not trying to be arrogant. It's just like literally how I see it.
In our head.
Yeah.
So we'll do legs and back sometimes. Even though back is still upper body, we don't do arms. We do cardio every time we go to the gym. And then we do a lot of HIIT workouts. We honestly have some really good workouts. But like I said, I need to eat better.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you're working out good and you eat terribly. So, yeah, that's my workout.
Next question. Do you believe in marriage?
Yes, I do. I can't wait to get married.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are like, don't get married. Blah, blah. I think it looks
It
fun.
really depends on the person, honestly.
Yeah, because I've seen some great marriages where they're just so in love after years, and then I've seen bad marriages. Yeah. But like I said, it takes respect.
Yeah.
Communication and trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know. Yeah. I've never been married.
But I don't know. Don't take my advice.
I've never been married, but I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I'll answer this question first, and then I'll answer that question because it's kind of similar. But this question is, does Sam ever regret getting married? Sorry if it's too personal. It's okay. I actually don't mind answering the question. It's not like a secret or anything. But I don't regret getting married at all, actually, because I feel like if we didn't get married and if it didn't come to an end, him and I still would have been going around in circles with each other, like, to this day. And I feel like I deserve better than that. He deserves better than that. And truly coming out of it, like when I left Japan and I came home and I was looking at my relationship in retrospect, even though even though it wasn't my fault that the marriage ended, I was able to sit there and acknowledge like where I went wrong as well. Like, because I mean, I wasn't perfect. And I mean, I think anybody that's gone through a divorce, you literally have time to sit there and think like, well, what led up to this moment? What happened? Because I was always that person that was like, I'm never going to get married to get divorced. Like, that's just like, that's what my thinking was. But coming out of it, I just realized sometimes staying married isn't the best thing, especially if you're being degraded or like if your respect is compromised, I guess, because I mean, that's really what it was for me. And I think that if I didn't learn what I did and if I didn't grow, I wouldn't be able to have the relationship that I have now, because we really do put communication first. And We trust each other like on another level, and we really do respect each other. I mean, like you said,
See, I'm telling you, it's just those three things.
Yeah, that's really what it takes. So I guess to answer the other question, yes, I still do believe in marriage. Like I don't let my divorce defeat me or like change my outlook on marriage, because I do believe that two people can grow together like in every season of their life, because a person has to continue to grow. Like a relationship has to continue to grow. Like if you stay stagnant, then I just don't think you'll be happy that way, you know? But I don't regret getting married, especially because at the time that's what I wanted. Yeah, like that's where I saw my life going. And even though I was young, I was pretty confident in it. But now, like I said, looking back at it in retrospect, I wasn't in the right mindset, I guess. I think I was just too like infatuated with the idea of what our life could be, but we just weren't there as people. But I'm happy where I'm at now. If I didn't get out of it and learn what I did, I wouldn't have my daughter, I wouldn't have my relationship. So I'm grateful for it. There's nothing to regret. There's nothing to regret. I don't hate anybody. Like I said, I don't hate him. I wish him the best, and it is what it is. I'm happy where I'm at. And
you're doing great.
Yeah. And I'm doing great. So thank you for your question. Next question. If you could get 3 wishes to get anything, what would they be?
To do / get anything? Okay. My first wish would be to heal people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I feel sad, I think about it. I'm like, there's people that have way worse problems or feeling this times 10, and it just makes me sad.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want anyone to be hurting, but everyone has their own problems. But yeah. I would want to do that. What else? I would want $2 billion to travel and to help people too. If I was stinking rich, I would be helping people. Like besides using it selfishly, I would want to help some people. Wait, what was my third one? Oh,
we really thought about these questions actually.
Yeah, but I forgot it. Hold on. You can answer one of yours if you want.
Okay, let's see. My first wish would be to live in the 70s, like 60s, 70s, a little bit of the 80s, because I would die to see a Led Zeppelin concert. That's like my number one wish. My second wish would be well, I guess, yeah, like a wish. I want to get like a van.
A van?
Yeah. A van. Yeah, I want to get a van and like live in there and legit travel the country.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, it's not really like a wish.
You can do it.
I wish. No, I don't know. That's like a wish. Another wish would be to have a conversation with Tom Hanks, but as Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah, you love that movie.
Yeah, that would be mine.
I guess my last wish would be to teleport.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
My wishes suck. Like, no. If I had a genie right in front of me and I told him, hey, I want to travel, he'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Just get up and go travel. You can go do that. And, you can go do that without a wish.
Go buy yourself a van.
Damn it. Okay, no. Let me think.
Have you seen that TikTok thing when it's like the...
Oh, I would freeze time.
Freeze time?
Yeah, because I love like the stage my daughter is in right now.
Yeah.
I would totally freeze time because like every day she wakes up and I'm like, oh my god, she's getting so big. So it kind of scares me.
Or I wish I could go back in time too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Time travel just to not to redo anything or anything like that, but just to relive memories. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To relive memories. Like, to go back to a specific moment.
But you already know that you're time traveling. Like, you can't go back and you be that person. You're already the person you are right now. So you're like, and then you just see how you were and stuff.
Oh, my God. That would be so cool. Yeah.
Let's make it happen. Just kidding.
Where's my genie? Yeah. That's a good question. Okay. Let's see. We got like 2 questions the same. Have you guys ever gotten in a fight?
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. But that's too long of a story. Like, it should be like a one topic thing.
Yeah. So I think we're going to do on another episode, we'll
about that.
Explain that because it's kind of long. Not that long, but
it's a long story, yeah.
But yes, we have. A bad one.
We actually like legit put hands on each other. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years from now. That's hard. Because if you think back 5 years, would you think that you would be where you are right now?
How old were we? 20?
20.
Oh, no, I was 19.
God.
I was 19.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I think when I was 19, I didn't even think of the future.
Yeah, you know what? And that's not good. Like,
Yeah.
we should actually be thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that really frustrates me. Not the question frustrated me, but the fact that I haven't thought about it, because a lot of the times when I'm like in my head, I'm literally thinking about the past. Like, how unhealthy is that?
Yeah.
You know? And I really do believe like whatever you think manifests.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like my life is like not manifesting because I'm legit like not thinking about it.
And you're just drowning in the past.
Yeah.
I get you.
Oh my God.
No, but even when you told me that it was tough for you to think about that.
Yeah.
I was like, well, me too. Like,
Yeah.
don't worry, you know? But when I actually sat down and thought about it, I want to be working for a good company. Maybe even graduated from grad school, because that's
that's a
something
good
I
one.
want to think about. Yeah, working for a good company, moving up, traveling with my partner, being financially stable. Well,
Yeah.
I am financially stable.
Yeah.
But just even more.
To have the freedom to
do anything. Yeah. So that's where I want to be. No babies yet.
In 5 years from now, I genuinely feel like there's not a moment where I've done things that have made me happy. Like, if I really think about it, there's times where I wake up like from a nap, or I wake up and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I know I'm not the only one, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that for the next 5 years, I need to find things that make me genuinely happy. I mean, being a mom makes me happy because I'm continuously, learning new things, which is what I enjoy. Like, I enjoy to learn new things. So being a mom makes me happy, but not like to where I think like I'm succeeding in life, I guess, you know?
Or for what you want to do.
Right. So I think for myself, where I see myself in 5 years is really somewhere in like the health industry, no matter what it is, because I genuinely want to help people, and I want to be knowledgeable, like I said, in nutrition and food and just health in general, because I hate to see people sick or like to have some kind of disease and know like food is health, you know, like food is medicine, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to be knowledgeable to be able to help people in that area. So that's pretty much where I see myself in 5 years, in a house.
More babies?
Maybe more babies, but honestly, I want to be done having babies by the time I'm 30. Like, that is my
goodness.
I want my body back, but like I don't want to have to keep working for it. I want to be
Yeah.
done by the time I'm 30. So maybe more babies, 2 or 3. No, like 2 or 3 in total, not more.
Not 2 or 3 more.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, last question. What do you miss most about
Last
cheerleading?
question already?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What do you miss most about cheerleading?
I miss being on a team, like how you
Yeah.
always say too, because it was just so fun. You
Yeah.
just had so much friends.
Yeah.
And we all knew each other. We were with each other every day doing everything together.
And the traveling was fun as a team, you know?
Yeah, it was just so fun. We would always be laughing. It was just
Yeah.
great memories. I miss stunting too. It was
Stunning
so
was
fun,
fun, yeah.
and challenging.
Yeah, because we were both flyers, so stunning was fun.
Yeah.
I miss the football games.
Oh yeah.
The football games were fun, especially in high school, because we were like actually cheering for our friends, you know?
That was fun.
That was fun.
Not in college though. Well,
Kind of, but like it was fun because of our teammates. Like, our teammates were a lot older than us, so it was like, I feel like our freshman year was more
in
exciting.
college?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our freshman year in college was more exciting because everything was so big. Like, we were cheering in a huge
the
stadium.
stadium, yeah. Remember when we first performed? It was UTEP against UT.
Yeah,
So it was
huge.
packed,
Yeah.
and it was so scary.
Yeah, and I remember that. So, but I feel like high school was a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
I just miss cheering in general, and I do miss being a part of a team, because when I was in gymnastics, I was a part of a team, but I was competing as an individual, you know?
Yeah.
So I really just had myself to rely on, you know? But when you're like in cheerleading, you're competing with a team, so you have like each other to rely on. So that's what I miss most about cheerleading.
It was really fun. Those were the best memories of my life.
Yeah,
hands down.
yeah.
Well, we've been in cheerleading since we were tiny.
Our whole life, yeah. But that was it for most of the questions, because a lot of the questions we got were like repetitive, but I feel like they correlate to like the same
Topic?
topic that we're going to talk about, like when we get in a fight.
Oh, okay.
Or when we get in a fight, or when we got in a fight.
When we get in another fight.
No, yeah. So thank you guys for your questions. We really appreciate it. And I know this podcast took a little while to get taken.
Get out.
Yeah, to get out. But we appreciate your questions, and we appreciate your continuous support. So we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to us, and thank you for all of your feedback.
Yes, we love you guys. Thank you.
Bye.